Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're going to jump in the queue here and instantly get matched against Jelly. I don't believe I've ever seen or played against Jelly before. Base plus 5, 60 seconds. What's the deal? Is Drake enough to like punish Savior? I don't know, I think like Comet is probably enough too. Can you go third NG? I think if you do, like, your opponent can, like, Comet you pretty well, and then maybe Drake? Like, Comet wants a third NG, but there's not really any justification for it here, and if your opponent, like, gets Drakes, I don't know. They'll be okay, and you'll sort of have some issues, I think. Yeah, Drakes are really good with, like, Arca, because if you don't want the blue anymore, you can sell it back. I'm inclined to go third NG, because the only attackers here you really want are, like, Drake and Arca / Comet, which is pretty expensive. I don't really want to just pour out a bunch of Tarsiers, I don't think. Although, importantly, like, with Drake, you can click the Drake on the turn you buy Arca, and you still have enough blue to buy it. And, like, then on the next turn you have less blue. So, that's a thing. Well, it's not going third NG. What is their plan? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go triple DC into, like, triple DB, see what happens. I guess we're getting Draked. I guess. But I think you just want more econ than that with Drake. You're never going to be able to support Drake and Arca on, like, 12 drones. Or, I don't know, 14 or whatever. It's just going to be too much tech. Like, you can buy Drakes, and then you can buy Arca, but you'll be sort of wasting all of your tech and, like, won't have much to go on after that, is my thinking. If they did something crazy here, like double Forge into Drake, I might not build 3 drones. Might just build 2. I don't know, it looks like they might have disconnected, so maybe we just are gonna win, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think I want the Conduit into a Forge, into, like, probably... Sorry, I might have said Comet. I meant Conduit. Conduit into Forge, into, like... Probably try to get a Comet, and that'll give me time to buy Drakes. And then I can buy an Animus and Arca. But it's looking like we won't have to make any such choices. I think you get 1 turn of... If you spend your first turn and don't ever do anything, it just instantly resigns you. I think if you spend a turn after that, you get like 1 turn of grace period, basically, where, like, I don't know. Oh, they're back! How exciting. Whoa! Let's try this instead. Yeah, so they're gonna get Tarsiers. Okay. That'll get the Arca sooner, I guess. I'm certainly gonna have trouble, like, getting out an Arca anytime super soon if they do this. Gonna get a couple Tarsiers and then a Comet? That doesn't seem very good. I don't know. It's not a very big Comet. But on the other hand, I don't have very much soak. So it might do just fine. I need to threaten a counter Comet. And even if I don't build it, like, I'm perfectly fine just building Tarsiers. So I need to force them to actually Comet me now while it's, like, not all that great. Are they gonna try to, like, deal 7 on the Comet turn and buy an Arca with it? I don't know how great that would be. I'll get like wall, 2 Tarsiers is 13, and another, well, not wall, splitter, obviously. And I think another forge, which I can use for 2 walls and then later drakes. Like, how much are they really attacking for? They're gonna be like killing 1 NG now. And then on the Comet turn, they'll have 4 plus... Let's say they spend everything on NGs, which seems plausible. 10. They'll have 14. I think I can live with that. Right? Like, should be okay. Yeah. And then I'll be positioned for an Arca, like, right after that, I think. Yeah, I can actually Arca... I don't know. Okay, so they are going to not try to do like some 7 damage Comet, which was a thing I was thinking they might try. Didn't seem great, but what do I know? And then next turn I just buy a Drake, and I'm at 7. Right? I could force field now to keep granularity. I think that's important to save the NGs, actually. I will need granularity. I don't necessarily want to jump on, you know, like getting first Arca. But I might actually be in a position to get an uncountered Arca, which would be amazing. That's even better than like second Arca, generally. Right? This seems okay. Let's see. No, they'll be able to Arca, so I don't necessarily want to actually do that. Well, they'll have to build a forge. Yeah, but they will. That's fine. I really don't want first Arca. Is there something else I could do? What if I got my own Comet now? It should be a pretty decent Comet, right? Yeah, I like this. I could click Splitter to do 1 damage. I probably should, right? Now their Rhino click just kills 1 NG. But that's pretty good. On the other hand, like, I don't want to let them hold Rhino and, like, exploit me, which is what would happen if I held the Splitter. Okay, so they're gonna, like, get an Arca, I guess. Are they? Can I do enough damage that they can't get Arca? That would be pretty cool. But it doesn't seem very likely, I guess. So I'm gonna have 5, 6, 15-ish. They already, yeah, they can get an Arca with this. But I think I'm okay with that. The turn after, I can easily get up to 7 attack and buy my own Arca, and neither one of us ever gets a counter Arca, but like, oh well. And I'll be the one with a bunch of NGs lying around. And more drones. I don't even need this force field, because they want to Arca this, don't they? If they don't Arca, I'm thrilled, because then I'll actually get a counter Arca. It's fine with me if they kill 3 engineers, or 2, I guess, by clicking everything. Yeah. So, I kind of want this much damage, right? For my Arca turn? Like, I don't know. I could get a Drake, but I don't want to waste damage next turn for no reason. And now they can't, like, even hold their Arca or they lose value. Like, you have to click it here. And that makes it somewhat difficult to defend. No, I don't need another force field to protect the Rhino. I already did that. I guess I'm not actually up that many drones, am I? Just a couple. And I'm down attackers, but not by much. Actually, I guess I'm not down attackers? I was until the Arca came out. So if opponent can build any more now, they'll be ahead. You should hold this, shouldn't you? Pretty sure you should hold that. I don't know why you wouldn't, in fact. It's just killing 2 force fields. I really want a Drake next turn. I want one so much. I guess maybe this is stopping me from getting the Drake, so that's something. Nope. I mean, I have to use up all my red, but Drake's a good unit. Blow a bunch of drones. But I get a Drake. Because I have more blue than I can spend now, right? Easily. And I would love to sell some of it back. I don't know that I'm in such a great position, honestly. But I'm adding attack, and that's pretty cool. I probably can't click the Drake again. But you know, maybe I can. Drone? Kind of greedy, but I think that is better than Engineer, since like I have force fields if I need them. I could build 2 Tarsiers, but that's clearly too greedy. Yeah, I think I'll just settle for 12 damage. Opponent's running out of walls before I am. Good. Long before I am, since I'm only buying 1 per turn. Ooh, is it worth going in with Arca to kill this? Like Arca and the Drakes? Say I did. Could I defend at all? It's pretty dang hard. And like, what's the rush? I don't even need this force field. Let's just Rhino. Are they really going in with everything? If they do, they get a Rhino. Well done. Drone's probably like... It's fine. I have a lot of green. Tarsier's too greedy. Drone's also greedy, but like Tarsier's even slower than Drone. Like at least Drone, I'm investing $3 in like next turn getting, you know, $1 and some defense, whereas Tarsier is extremely slow, gets nothing next turn and costs more. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot of force fields coming down, I predict. You don't even have enough gold to buy those force fields. Yeah. No way you click that Arca. No way. Alright, sure. If you want to do all this to kill a Rhino, I consent. Oh, they're doing it all to kill a Rhino. Okay. You want to do it again? I dare you. Well, since I'm not killing all these force fields, they might actually be able to just do it again. I should probably force field to protect the Rhino. If I could swing with everything and still make this Gambit offer, then fine, but I can't. This Arctic Click doesn't even kill anything useful. It kills 2 force fields. Alright. I don't know. I guess they're sort of in desperate straits. So, doing whatever it is they think might give them a chance. looking like you need to hold that Arca. No? I guess in fairness, like, yeah, I can reach for Tarsiers, but I can't really click the Arca, can I? Like, not really, really. It doesn't matter, though. Anything wins here. So I'll just play quickly until I win. Seven consecutive wins. Not bad, not bad. So what was the deal with this game? I think the deciding fact, well, I droned a lot more, and as a result, got a bigger Comet. I didn't end the game with a larger economy. Like, I was force fielding a lot at about this point. I guess I had a larger economy up until my turn 12. And then I suddenly, like, slowed down. So, like, for turns 4 through 12, I had an economical advantage. And that enabled me to get a bigger Comet. And, importantly, get that Drake, right? Because the extra blue is not much of an asset when you can't spend it. And my opponent and I both, by that point, had around 14 drones. Neither of us was really able to spend 2 blue. But I was able to spend my Blast Forge on something useful, right? I turned it into 2 damage and 2 threat, right? Normally a Drake is basically just like 2 damage per turn and 2 threat, mostly. And that's good. But if you have like blue you don't want, it's even better, because it's like 2 damage per turn and 2 damage and 2 threat is what this Drake was worth to me. So like really outstanding compared to Steel Splitters, for the same cost as 2 Steel Splitters. Opponents' lower economy didn't really allow them to do that. I think they also made the mistake of clicking Arca too much. I don't know. This turn, obviously, like I said, they have to click Arca or I get this insane Arca of my own. The Arca I actually got is just like fine. But then after that, like here, why? I don't understand why you would click the Arca. It doesn't make any sense. You should just be content to kill the 2 force fields. I guess during the game I did suggest perhaps that their point was to pressure me off of Drake. And I did have to build 2 more force fields for it, but I got the Drake. And that was really the nail in the coffin, I think. Opponent couldn't cope with the extra pressure from Drake. Opponent did a better job with Rhinos than I did, I think. I'm not sure if that was just like I was in a spot where I couldn't really do it, or if I played badly, but I had a lot of Rhinos that didn't really get much value because they were killed too early. But, I mean, I needed some soak. And they did well at gambiting, forcing my opponent to, like, take really extreme measures to kill them. I don't think it was really worth those kills. So, slower Comet. And I think that was, like, kind of the theme. Is, like, everything after this was sort of a consequence of my choosing to get the slower Comet, thinking that I wanted Drake and Arca. Like I mentioned that before the game. Like, it'll be hard to spend all your tech if you don't get the Drake, or if you don't get enough drones for Drake. And that was exactly the trouble that opponent had. They got a faster Arca, indeed so fast that I couldn't really counter it. Right. The Comet basically says, like, go ahead, build an Arca this turn if you want. And, like, that kind of sucks. It would have been nice if I could Comet before then, and they wouldn't be able to get to 7. But there was no such turn. So, just take the Arca you can get. This was their last wall. No, they had another. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, really a dominant board position at this point. Was there some point where like I was in danger of losing? I don't know, maybe if they'd managed to do some more on this turn. But like I just, you know, Arca is great and I can easily defend with that. What's the board position after I've bought my Arca? That's a good question to know the answer to. Who's winning here? I've just bought my Arca. It's opponent's turn. Attackers. They have 9 and a Rhino. I have 9 and a Rhino. They're ahead on tempo, right? Their attack comes before mine does. Drones, I'm up 2. So they have attacker tempo, kind of. But they're down 2 drones. And arguably I have defender tempo because of like I have a ton of defense lying around that I needed in case they were so crazy as to click their Arca. But then they actually clicked the Arca, and like so that this was sort of like giving up. Maybe they had some play if they just like bought more rhinos or something like that. I don't know. You could Drake force field here. That might actually be good. I had to do something similarly drastic to get a Drake down, but like, how hard would it be for me to get a Drake if you had bought one here? Well, I don't know. You wouldn't be swinging with the Arca, so I'd have to build exactly the same units. But then you get 2 free damage from selling back your forge. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.